Section 1 of National Geographic Magazine, Volume 2, Numbers 3 to 5. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Arctic Cruise of the U.S.S. Thetis in the Summer and Autumn of 1889, Part 1. By Charles Herbert Stockton. A German writer of note once said, in the course of a discussion upon certain French characteristics, that the trouble with the French people is, they do not know geography. Whether this is still true of the French as a nation, or whether the authority may be considered a good one, it is not pertinent for me to say. But I feel that of the nations of the world, this country, above all others, England perhaps alone excepted, should not have the want of knowledge of geography classed among its national failings. We have, however, very much geography yet to learn, as individuals and as a nation, not only of countries beyond our own, but particularly of our own continent and of our own domain, while commercial geography is almost an unknown and forbidden study. Professional geographer as I am, as member of the naval service, I find that every cruise adds to my geographic knowledge, and in giving an account of the cruise during last summer of the ship which I had the honour to command, I trust that I may be enabled to present some geographic facts as interesting to my fellow members of the Geographic Society as they were novel and instructive to myself. Before beginning my narrative, however, let me give you an idea of the extent of the shoreline of the territory or semi-colonial province along which so much of our cruise was made. Alaska has an area of about 580,000 square miles, consisting of a large mainland with a coastline 6,650 miles in length, and also of more than 1,100 islands, with a coastline of 2,950 miles, the entire coastline being 9,600 miles. The coastline of the rest of the United States, including islands, is only 6,580 miles, thus making the coastline of Alaska 3,020 miles more than the coastline of all of the rest of the United States. Of this great country, the part known best and visited annually by tourists is that insignificant portion of southeastern Alaska which consists of the Alexander Archipelago and its neighboring main coastline, differing in its scenery, topography, climate, and native inhabitants from the greater part of this vast territory. It is fortunate, however, that this corner of Alaska is so easily and comfortably reached by the summer traveler, as with the exception of the coastline and inlets between Sitka and Kodiak, which includes the Fairweather Ground and the St. Elias range of mountains, this portion contains perhaps the finest and most striking scenery and the largest and grandest glaciers in the territory, if not in all North and South America. The U.S.S. Thetis was assigned in 1889 to the duty of looking out for the commercial and whaling interests of the United States in the Bering Sea and the Arctic Ocean, to which was subsequently added the duty of assisting in the establishment and erection of a house of refuge in the vicinity of Point Barrow, the most northerly point of our Arctic possessions. The duty assigned to the Thetis did not include the protection of the sealing interests of the United States, nor of those interests enjoyed by the Alaska Commercial Company as the regular lessees from the United States of the Pribilof group of islands. This was confided to the Revenue Marine Service of the Treasury Department. The Thetis left San Francisco on the 20th of April, 1889, and after a detention of a month at Tacoma upon the placid waters of Puget
Sample complete. Ready to continue?